let's work out piano voicings for Mr. PC or any other C minor blues that one might play on the piano. We need a minor chord voicing and we need a dominant chord voicing. All right. Now, whether those minor chords and dominant chords are happening in a 2-5-1 or if they're happening arbitrarily, then you would still have the opportunity to play the same voicings just in the context of whatever song you're playing. So putting that to this song, C minor blues, we would have C minor for 4 bars, F minor for 2 bars, back to C minor for 2 bars. So those are both minor qualities. Then we have an A flat 7 to a G7, both dominant qualities. Then back to C minor. So there are only 4 chords in C minor blues. It's C minor, F minor, then A flat 7 to G7. So let's review our grip voicing for minor and our grip voicing for dominant chords. For minor chords, the trick is major grip from the flatted 3. And that's because what we're doing is if we're stacking this up in root position, it's going to be root, flat 7, root, flat 3, 5, flat 7, and 9. And that gives us a C minor 9 voicing for a chord that might only say C minor, okay? Or C minor 7, but you can still add the 9. All right, now if we take that root out because we don't want to conflict with the bass player, or you want to make a rootless voicing in your left hand while you're playing the melody or soloing, our voicing is just the flat 3, 5, flat 7, and 9. All right, so some excellent piano teachers that helped me out call this a grip method, okay? And this would be a major grip because this looks like root of the grip, 3 of the grip, 5 of the grip, and major 7 of the grip. So this would be major grip from the flatted 3. So two-hand version could be this. That's for C minor. And then that E flat major grip from the flatted 3 of C looks just like when we go to F minor and our A flat major grip for F minor. So C minor and F minor hopefully look a lot alike to you because it's black, white, root 3, 5, major 7 of the grip. And then, okay, so work that out. Okay, so work that out. Okay, and that's moving in parallel. Now let's work out our dominant chord voicing for A flat 7 and G7. Now when we were doing our 2 5s, we would move our middle finger down to make our 5 chord. Okay. Now in Mr. PC, we're not moving our middle finger down in the context of a 2-5 to make that Lydian grip, what we called Lydian grip. And again, if you didn't see that video, it's root of the grip, 3 of the grip, sharp 4 of the grip, which is the quality of Lydian, and the major 7. Okay, so we need to make Lydian grip out of the blue, and you do. If you're going to have dominant chords that are not in the context of a 2-5, so you just have to nail them out of the blue, and the trick is Lydian grip from the flat 7. So this would be an F7 because the grip is based on the flat 7 of F. All right, so if we want A flat 7, we're going to make a Lydian grip from the flat 7 of A flat, which is G flat. So it's root of the grip, 3 of the grip, sharp 11 or sharp 4 of the grip, which is the Lydian quality, and the major 7. Okay, so now we have A flat 7. Okay, so to review, we had C minor, F minor, back to C minor. Now we have A flat 7, which is using a G flat Lydian grip, and because we're going down a half step, every single finger moves down a half step, so we now on G7, which uses an F Lydian grip because G, F would be the flat 7 of G, so we have so we have G7 like that, we're using an F Lydian grip. Back to C minor. So in context, C minor for 4 bars, F minor for 2 bars, C minor for 2 bars, then A flat dominant to G dominant, back to C minor. Let me just put that in context with a play along. Here's the same thing left hand. Here's the same thing using the type 2, type 1 of C minor. To type 2, A flat type 2, back to E flat grip type 1, okay. So before, on one of our 251 videos, I explained how when you're doing a 251, you need to be able to do in type 1, which is root position, or type 2, which is second inversion. So when we have C minor going to F minor in parallel, that works, but it's a little bit smoother, and you're going to want to occasionally do this, if not usually, right? Because then you're keeping your common tones here. E flat and G stay the same between C minor and F minor. So you could keep them the same and make the voice leading a little smoother. So C minor like this with E flat grip type 1, F minor with A flat grip type 2. Okay, and then our dominant chords stay the same. Now that was type 1. You could do the dominant grip like this. Yep. That's a little too low. Let's do it up here. Be like this. So you see how that, if it's dominant type 2, Lydian grip type 2 for that A flat 7, you could keep type 2 to type 2 there. Then back to C minor. You could also have C minor go like this. C minor type 2 to F minor type 1. And by being able to make the type 1 go to type 2 and make the type 2 to go to type 1, you're not going to be so predictable, and you can vary your voicings and make them more interesting for you and others. Let's go through this once with our rootless voicings. C minor with our E flat major grip, F minor with our A flat grip, but we'll do the type 2 to make it smooth. Then our G flat Lydian grip, which gives us our A flat 7. Then the F Lydian grip, which gives us our G7. Back to C, E flat major grip, which gives us our C minor. And let's do this with the melody in our right hand. So we have so now we're going to F minor. Then back to, now we have our again, I'm not a pianist, as you can tell. However, those are the things that you would do to put together the left-hand voicing and the right-hand melody, or the right-hand soloing when it comes to your turn to take a solo. So work that out so that you have your voicings with the right-hand grip and the root in the left hand, and then take that grip and put it into your left hand to create a left-hand voicing so that you can play the melody and the chords at the same time and play the chords while you're taking a solo. Good luck.